to another video. In today's video, as you guys can see by the title, we are going to be testing some new Fenty Beauty, okay? Fenty Beauty has been launching product after product after product recently, and so of course you guys know myself, and I am a huge makeup junkie. I went out there and got those products so we can test them in today's video. So in today's video, not only are we going to be testing some new Fenty Beauty products, but I'm also going to be using some cult favorites from Fenty. So I did go through my entire collection to grab items from Fenty Beauty that I own in my collection, so that way we can make this video as Fenty as possible. So not everything in today's video is from Fenty Beauty, but most of it is, or I should say majority of it is. But yeah, I'm super excited. So we're going to be trying the new skin tints as well as the new eye brightener. So we're going to go ahead and jump into today's video. Before we jump in, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys have not already. And of course, without further ado, if you guys would like to see how I got this face and what's the tea on Fenty, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump straight into product. I did go through my collection and just grabbed all of the Fenty that I currently own. So I tried to keep this video as Fenty as possible. So my eyebrows are done. As you guys can see, they're already filled in. I did just apply some concealer and setting powder to my eyelids, and I did apply my false lashes. I didn't do any eyeshadow because I really want to focus on complexion today. So that is what we're going to be doing. So let's get into it because I'm really excited. So I'm going to go ahead and start with primer. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. Here is what the primer looks like right here. I love this primer, you guys. This is actually my second one and it is almost done. Thankfully, I already have a backup in my drawer because this thing is bomb. So usually what I like to do is just put a few pumps, 2 to 3 pumps, or like maybe like 2.5 pumps in my hands, and then I will rub my fingers together. This primer is so nice, and literally it really does feel really soft and smooth on the skin. Not to mention it also smells amazing. Alright, so moving on to the next product. I'm super excited for this one. This is actually Fenty Beauty's newest release. This right here is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener. You guys, these look so bomb. Everyone that's using them says that they love them. They actually have coverage. Like, I'm super excited to give this product a try. There's also a ton of shades. So there's a few shades that you can use kind of like as your concealer shade to brighten up underneath your eye. And then she also launched like actual color correcting kind of colors. So like the peachy orangey tones, which is so exciting. I'm telling you guys, I feel like Rihanna thinks of everything. I'm pretty sure her and her team really sit down and really put a lot of love into this brand, and it really does show. So that's what the box looks like. And when you actually go ahead and take the product out of the box, this is what the product looks like right here. So it's a really nice squeezed tube. It does have this kind of clear cap that you just twist on. The applicator is actually rounded at the end, which I'll show you guys up close. Here is it right here. So super cool, and definitely because of the shape, I feel like personally it's going to be like really easy to really get inside your inner corner, which is bomb. I guess that's the point. And I literally just put some in my eye. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so I do have 2 shades here, so I'm actually going to go ahead and swatch them both side by side so you guys can take a look at them. So this first one over here is 04 Crepe, and this one over here is 06 Melon. So what I'm going to do is just go off camera really quickly to do one eye, and then I'm going to come back on camera so we can actually see the difference, and then we'll do the second eye together. Alright, you guys, so I applied the shade 06 to this eye. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but I definitely can. This eye over here definitely looks brighter. It looks more awake, and I will say that a little bit goes a really long way. I was actually able to drag it all the way down towards my cheek area over here where I get the most redness, and it even covered up a little bit of that redness. I only took it to about here. But wow, I am so impressed. I feel like this product is definitely going to be perfect for those no makeup days. It'll definitely make you look decent. I think it looks so beautiful, and I think the shade 06 is perfect for me. I'm not even going to try the shade 04 because I think it's too bright. I'm probably most likely going to return that one. So yes, so let me just show you guys really quickly the way I actually applied this. So the way that I did it is I just squeezed a little bit out of the applicator, of course, and I kind of just rubbed it in right over here. which is actually where I have the most darkness, which is typically where most people have the most darkness, and that's where I have like those really odd purple bluish kind of veins. So usually in that area, that's where it's a little bit discolored. So I applied it like so. I let it sit for a few seconds, and then I actually just went in with my finger and just kind of just tapped it out. So keep in mind that this is still your eye area, so you want to be super careful because it is a super delicate area. But like, look at how easy this product is blending. Like, no tools, no special instructions, literally just your finger and patting out the product. So here's what my under eyes are looking like. I just wanted to show you guys one more time before we apply the next product. So moving on to the next product, this right here is the new Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tints. So excited for this. This is another product that people have been raving about. This is what the box looks like right here, and this is also another product that I got 2 shades in. I wasn't sure what shade was gonna match, so I did get 08 and 07. So we're gonna go ahead and actually do a swatch on my face so we can see which one is gonna match best. So let me just quickly show you guys what the actual bottle looks like. Here's what the bottle looks like right here. I love the unique shape. You guys, I absolutely love that Fenty is so innovative. Their packaging is so different and unique. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch number 7 first just to see what the color is like. And I'm going to do a pretty thick swatch so that way we can actually see it. So that one right there is number 7, which actually looks pretty good. I do like to get my foundation, well in this case my skin tint, in a shade that's a little bit deeper. You guys, I'm so pale right now, so I try to get color where I can. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, so this is shade 8 right here, but I don't know if you guys can tell on camera that shade 8 is actually more neutral and shade 7 is definitely more warm. So with that being said, even though this is 8 and this is 7, you would think that 8 would be a little bit darker, but definitely with these, it's all about the undertone. So I'm actually going to go in with shade 8 because it looks like that one is going to match best, but I'm going to keep shade 7 because it's definitely going to work for me perfectly during the summer. Alright you guys, so I'm going to apply about this much to my skin. I don't know what the coverage is like. This is literally the first time that I'm using it. And to actually blend it into the skin, I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. Complexion Duo Brush. Okay, so first impression, I definitely applied too much to my skin because this is definitely spreading out really nicely, but a little bit goes a long way, which is okay. I will make it work and we will just spread it out all over. Also, it feels really nice on the skin, super lightweight. Alright you guys, so here's what the skin tint is looking like. I was definitely not expecting this much coverage, you guys. Oh my goodness. It definitely perfected my skin. It took away all my redness. It canceled out any discoloration. It's very nice. It's very lightweight. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel oily. Now, I don't have much to cover, to be honest, so from my point of view, or in my opinion, it's really nice and has the perfect amount of coverage for every day. This is definitely a skin tint that has way more coverage than something like a BB cream or tinted moisturizer, and I love it. It looks really beautiful, you guys. I think it's stunning so far, so I'm excited to see how it looks once my entire face is done. So let's go ahead and move on to the next product. So I'm going to go ahead and cream bronze, of course, and I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty cream bronzer. This one right here is in the shade Macchiato. Haven't used this in a minute, you guys, but I have used and abused her. She looks absolutely disgusting, but this is the shade right here. And to actually apply it, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty 125 face brush. I have been raving about this brush. It is so good. If you're someone who enjoys applying cream products, whether it's cream bronzer, cream blush, you definitely need this brush. It is so good. So what I'm going to do is just dip right into the product and of course just cream bronze my face as usual. Alright you guys, so cream bronzer is on. As you guys can see, it blended beautifully. I now have some nice warmth to my skin. So I am looking at the under eye brightener a little bit closer now that it's been sitting on my under eyes, and it is creasing just a bit. So definitely if I was going to wear this product on its own, I would set it with like a little bit of translucent powder, but that's typical with anything that I put underneath my eyes, you guys. Even something like the Milani under eye tints, like the peach one, that even creases underneath my eyes. So I do always have to set it with something, so that's pretty normal for me, but I just wanted to tell you guys in case you wanted to know, it is creasing a little bit. It's not anything crazy. You could definitely just like pat it out with your finger just to blend it one more time, but yes. So now that the cream bronzer is on, I do want to move on to concealer. So unfortunately I do not have the Fenty Beauty concealer. I had it in my collection, but today while prepping for this video I couldn't find it, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go crazy looking for it, so we're just gonna use an oldie but goodie. So the concealer that I'm going to be using is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Mine is in the shade Custard. This is a cult favorite. Such a good concealer, and you guys already know if you watch my channel that no matter what I'm wearing on my skin, whether it's a tinted moisturizer, BB cream, lightweight foundation, full coverage foundation, in this case a skin tint, I need a full coverage concealer. So I'm going to just use a little bit of this because I want to keep today's look, you know, to a minimum. So I'm just going to apply a little bit just right in that area. Okay, so that's the concealer, and I'm so impressed. I feel like because I had that under eye brightener and because it has so much coverage, I feel like I didn't need to apply as much concealer. It looks so good. Obsessed. So before we actually go in and set all the creams in place, I do want to go in with the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush. So here's what the packaging it looks like right here. It's super tiny, especially compared to the size of the bronzer. It is very, very small, but you guys, honestly, I bought this over a year ago and I still have not even hit pan, because how often do you go through a cream blush? So this one right here is in the shade Petal Poppin'. It is a beautiful pink tone. It's gorgeous and it is just perfect for that everyday natural flush. And to actually apply it, I'm going to be using that same Fenty Beauty 125 face brush. Okay, so for setting powder, I do have two Fenty powders. The first one we're going to be using is the Fenty Beauty Loose Powder. This one right here is in the shade Butter. And this is what it looks like right here. I love the shape. Again, it's super pretty, unlike anything on the market. And I'm just going to be using that same beauty blender just to go ahead and set my under eyes in place. This has a lot of scent to it. This is actually the first time I'm using this powder, and it has a really, really strong scent. It's very, very fragranced. In case you guys have not tried it, just giving you a heads up. I'm just gonna go in and just like lightly set underneath my eyes, because like I said, you guys, this is crucial for me because my under eyes, they crease like crazy. So that is pretty much good for me. And then to set the rest of my face, I have here the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 210. So here's what the powder looks like right here. This is the box, and this is technically a powder foundation. So this is a product that is going to add coverage to the skin tint because it does have color to it. You can obviously use this to set your makeup, set your foundation, or you can wear it on its own as a powder foundation. But in today's case, I'm actually just going to use just a little tiny bit to go ahead and set my face in place. This is what the shade looks like right here. Alright, so here's my face all nice and set with the foundation powder, and honestly it looks really nice. It does say it's a matte powder, but I don't feel like it made my skin look overly dry. So for bronzer, I'm going to just go in with the Fenty Beauty bronzer. This one right here is in the shade Private Island. This is what it looks like right here. Such a beautiful bronzer. Alright, so bronzer is on. Now it's time to apply some blush. You guys know I need to apply blush. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So Fenty Beauty currently, from my knowledge, does not carry powder blushes as of yet. Hopefully they come out with some soon. So I'm just going to go in with something that I know that I love and something that I know looks beautiful with more of a fresh face, if that makes sense. So this right here is Milani's Luminoso blush. This blush is so beautiful, you guys. Even if you're someone who doesn't like to wear highlighter, but you want to have that really glowy finish to the skin, this is a blush that's going to give you that effect. So here's what it looks like right here. It's definitely on the peachy side, but it is so beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it today with a stipple brush, just so that way it's not too concentrated and it applies color but not too much color, because you guys know sometimes I don't know when it's time or when it's enough blush. Just like that. So you guys see what I'm saying? It's just a really pretty everyday blush. Definitely gives you that natural flush kind of look. It's so pretty. So now we can move on to highlighter. I also do not have a Fenty Beauty highlighter. Definitely have to pick that up when I go in to get the concealer. Alright, you guys, so I went off camera really quickly just to finish up the eyes, and honestly all I did, super simple, is just add a nude liner in my waterline. And if you're curious to know which one it is, it's the Rimmel Scandal Eyes eyeliner in the shade Nude. This is what it looks like right here. And then for lower lash mascara, I just went in with MAC's Giga Black Lash Mascara, I believe it's called. So bomb. I love that mascara for my lower lashes. It makes your lower lashes look so good. So that's all I did for the eyes. Alright, you guys, so I went ahead and did my lips off camera. So of course I go in with my KKW lip liner in the shade Nude number 2. Beautiful nude. It goes with any lip combo that you're doing. If you're doing anything nude, no matter what tone the nude is, this lip liner is going to work. So what I basically do is just outline my lips, fill them in just a little bit, and then I go in with this lipstick right here. This is from Kylie Cosmetics, and I think this was limited edition because I think this was a part of one of her birthday collections. This one right here is in the shade Money Mindset, and this is what the lipstick looks like right here. Beautiful packaging. So I went ahead and just turned down the lighting on my camera, but this is what it looks like right here. So as you guys can see, it's very, very, very pink. It's definitely a brighter pink, but because of the undertone of it and because we have that brown lip liner as a base underneath, when you put it on the lips, it looks like this. It's beautiful. So right over top of that, because for the sake of today's video, I did want to use this right here. I did already apply it, and that's what's giving me that more glossy kind of look. This right here is the Fenty Beauty Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm in the shade Pinch Me. So here's what the packaging looks like right here. It's just their traditional lip balms except with some tint to it. So I'll go ahead and swatch this right next to the lipstick so you guys can see. So this is the lip balm right here. So as you guys can see, it has a lot of color to it. And again, this is the lipstick. So very, very pretty. And yeah, so that's what I'm wearing for the lips. So to go ahead and set everything in place, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty. This is called the What It Do Makeup Finishing Spray. This is what it looks like right here. I've had this in my collection for a while as well, but it's not a setting spray that I typically reach for. I think I didn't like this because of the mist. It's a little bit too fine, if that makes sense. Like, you have to actually spray it a little bit closer than your average setting spray. I feel like I'm barely getting anything on my skin, but clearly, as you guys can see, it gave me a really pretty glow. So I'm going to just go in with my fan and just dry it down. Alright, so this basically completes today's video. This is the look using all these Fenty products. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys out so I can give you guys my final thoughts. Alright, so let's take a moment to talk about these products. So if I had to pick one product that impressed me the most, it's definitely going to be the Fenty Beauty Eye Brightener. This is the Bright Fix Eye Brightener. So this is what it looks like right here. Like you guys saw, you saw me apply it, and I just couldn't believe that this product had so much coverage, but it was so lightweight. It's honestly absolutely beautiful, and this is something that's definitely going to become a staple in my collection. I also love the skin tint, you guys. The skin tint was bomb. It is so good. As you guys can see, it looks like I'm wearing my usual full coverage foundation, to be honest. It's really nice, really lightweight, but has really good coverage. The only thing is this product does not have SPF, which, I mean, I don't mind. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I feel like it would have been nice if it did. But honestly, I use SPF in my moisturizer during the day, so it's really not a big deal anyway. But I just wanted to put that out there because I feel like when you think of skin tint, you kind of think of like tinted moisturizer, so you're almost expecting an SPF to be in there. So just want to let you guys know that. As far as the powder foundation, that's probably the product that I liked the least. I did use very little, but I feel like it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like, oh my god, it didn't blow my mind. But it was pretty. It definitely made my skin look nice and smooth. I definitely want to use it again. And yeah, everything else I pretty much love. As you guys can see, these are products that I already had in my collection from Fenty Beauty. The only thing that I will say is not my favorite is definitely the setting spray. That's why I have so much of it, and I finally remembered when using it in today's video. It's a little bit too fine. Like, the mist is too fine for my preference. I feel like I have to spray it like super close to my face in order to even get it on my skin. But yeah, other than that, I feel like this look came out really pretty. It's perfect for every day. It's a fresh face. I am obsessed. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.